Hey guys, so finally got around to making a video. Bear with me. It might be a little chaotic. I'm gonna do it in multiple parts, so just bear with me. Um, so I'm not gonna show you how to get like your pictures, your videos and stuff from Zepeto because we know how to do that. Um, and you don't even have to do the exact same thing that I'm doing. You can do anything you want. I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. I did leave a few things out, like shadows and stuff, only because I personally don't want to wait 17 billion hours for my video to load. And this was a long one, so yes. All right, let's get started. So you're going to pull up Alight Motion. I have the 99-cent program, but this is it. It has all those things at the top, the orientations. This is to show you like what quality. It goes all the way up to 4K. You have 60 frames. You can go even down to 12. And then we have backgrounds. It goes from black, light gray, white, green, blue, transparent. I like black, so whatever. Um, you're going to name your project. I sometimes name it, I sometimes don't. It just depends. I thought it would be easy and I wanted to look cool. So anyway, click project. And when you load in, this is what it's going to look like. This is your interface. These are all the buttons that you have to do what you have to do. If you hit that little gear button, you'll go back to able to like change from 4K. If you don't want to do 4K anymore, you can do all the frames and all the colors. And even if you want to change the orientation with the video, this is your export and share. You can do video, project package, upload to cloud, PNG, image sequence, GIF. I like PNG and then video. This will be what you use when you have layers, and this is for the camera. Um, you'll see that later on in the video. Those two things will kind of be important where the magic happens. These are all the shapes. I've rarely ever used any of them. I've used the basic circle, square, triangle. Your media, where you find out your pictures and the videos. Audio that I rarely ever use. If I click it, there we go. Audio that I rarely ever use because you have to save the file. Camera, empty group, null, element and project. You'll use camera and null a lot. Um, drawing, freehand drawing. I don't use that one. Um, they have vector drawing. I use that one for pictures. Let me know if you guys want to see how that one works. Um, and then text. I hate their text, so I don't use it. Ooh, excuse me. So we're going to go to our media and we are going to look for our backgrounds now. Um, I was really confused on how I was doing this challenge. I know I had an idea in my head, but you know. So you get this little interface and it'll say like color and fill. We're gonna go to move and transform. That's the one we're gonna deal with right this second. So you're gonna want to hit your Z axis. I'm gonna go out again and come back in because I thought I was being cool with my little clicker button. But yeah, gonna click Z axis, which is basically forwards and backwards, and you're gonna push it back. I normally do about 2,000. For this one, I did like 1,100, something like that. And then you're gonna go to the third button down, which is the sizer button, then you're gonna scroll all the way in. Doesn't matter how far. As far as it feels good to you. As far as the ancestors tell you. Yeah. Um, this is me showing that you can zoom in and out by pinching. So there's going to be a lot of times in this video you're going to go, why don't you just zoom out? Please, please. So we're going to go back to our media, and now we're going to find our audio. Sorry, I'm down. Chica! This is me searching for the audio. I do take forever because there's a lot of videos going on in my camera for different edit ideas that I have that I basically never get around to because I'm that person. So here's the song. I'll play it as a preview just to make sure it's the clip that I want because I have a couple different clips of a couple different pieces of the song. I think this is the whole song though. So yeah, we're gonna put that in. I'm gonna zoom out. And I've sped this part up because I just wanted to show you that I was not sure really what part I wanted to use. And I think that the best part about doing edits is that it's so free flowing. There's a couple of times that you'll see me go back and forth and just do little different things, even add in different kinds of videos because, you get it in your head and then you see it, you envision it, you want to put it down and you want it to be, I don't know. I'm going inspirational here and I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So ignore all of that. Um, But yeah, this is the process that I go through at least. This is me just finding the piece of the song. Um, I thought I wanted to do this beginning piece, and then I realized that I kind of wanted it to be the end. So this is me just coming to that conclusion that I want it to be the end. I did leave this in because I'm gonna tell you about the how you snip it. Jesus, how you clip it, how you snip it, whichever one you want to use. But we're scrolling, we're scrolling. I think I want to use this part, right? I just keep, it's just trial and error, right? It's a lot of back and forth, so that's why it takes so long. I think this edit probably took me like 5 hours to do, not gonna lie, because the light motion can get slow when you start adding an extreme amount of things. This is me still trying to figure out what piece I want, and then this is the exact piece. The little button that I click to the side when you click on your video, it has like some dotted lines, a slash, and then a full half rectangle. Okay, that's what it is. A dotted rectangle, a slash, and then a full rectangle. That's to delete the front part of your video and keep the back part. The other middle piece is just two full half triangles, half rectangles, and they're split in the middle. And then it's the opposite for the other side. And that's just to split your media a lot quicker than dragging that little end piece. So now this is another part where I could have definitely just scrolled out, moved it over, and scrolled in. Um, this is me being a little quirky, a little crazy, a little kooky, because I don't know why I didn't do that. In the end, I do. So I don't know what that's about. It tells you like what the number is in the beginning, how long it is. And I like to scoot all the way to the back of my audio just to make sure I'm not going over that 60-second limit, because Zepeto will cut your shit off or they won't let you post it. This is another important thing, that little interface that you just saw. You can click the three dots if you have a video. It'll say a bunch of stuff. You want the most important is extract audio. And this is why, because then you can delete the video and just play the audio. So now I'm trying to match my background up to the piece of the audio that I want, which is really stupid because I really should just match it up to how long the dance is, but I kept it in there. So it is what it is. That is what it was. We're going to go back to media, and now we're going to find our avatars. So you want the dance that you're doing. This is me making sure that the piece of the dance, when I make these, I sing the song in my head as the character's dancing to the piece that I want. So, I mean, do with that information what you will, but I think it's very helpful to just make sure like the dance is lined up with the song that you're doing. And for me, that's just singing it in my head. It doesn't have to be like put on paper immediately. So now we're gonna go to our effects. Sorry, click 3D. You're gonna go to, and shout out to Relax. She taught me this one. Advanced chroma key. I use standard setting. You can also use green screen. I already have the green saved. So normally you would go to the little eye drop and you could scroll over and make it green. Um, if you have like a crazy color, you could also just go in depth and change the color to what you need. So I'm going to scroll the threshold all the way up until you see absolutely no green. Almost until your character like disappears, kind of, but not really. You don't want her to be transparent. There's always this little line that happens. I just go back and pull that little knob over. It crops it, so that makes it easy. I'm going to make her big again, and now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add inner glow. I'm also going to shout out Relax because she taught me how to stack my effects. That seemed to be very important. I think mine's is a little different than hers, but still very important how you stack them. So I'm going to turn the radius all the way down because it does encompass your character. I'm going to turn the alpha down so that's not so strong. Turn the hardness up a little bit. I want it to have a little defined line, but we're going to turn the alpha down just so, and the radius down so it's not so strong. I like to match the colors in my background, so I'm going to take the eyedropper and I'm going to pick up that blue the lightest blue that's right there with the light. And this is really where you just play with it. I can't really tell you exactly what to do there. You just want to kind of make it match with what you're going with. Same with glow. It's the exact same thing, only this is on the outside and it encompasses your character on the outside. I'm basically doing the same exact thing. I mean, you can follow exactly, but again, you kind of want to get it to the vibe of the picture that you're going for. So my picture's a little misty. It's a little off color, like it's a very cool tone. My characters are not so cool tone, so you just have to work with that. The next one we're going to put on is Dark Glow. This gives you a shadow and also smooths out your character, in my personal opinion. Um, this is me trying to figure out if I wanted to do it like a blue color. You turned it down a little bit in the custom because I did want it to be blue, but like not so blue. We're gonna turn on blend. The blend makes it so like you add more blue or less blue, blending it into the picture. I went mine's a little darker so that it looks like the lights behind them. Now we're gonna go into one of my favorites. We're gonna go into smooth bevel. I should have typed it in, but I didn't. You can't just type in smooth bevel. This is like a point light or like a directional light, I think is what it's called. But you want to change your diffuse to a darker color. This is me being an idiot, thinking that I was on the correct one, but I'm not. So I would have done this color for the other one. Oh no, I was on the correct one. Never mind, ignore me. I didn't like it though, so we just changed it back to regular white. Um, and then I changed this, I think, to a dark blue. Yes, to like a Persian blue. And now we're going to copy this effect. Oh, no. We're going to actually add the unsharpened mask. Do I really know what that does? No. Do I think it makes everything a little crispy? Yeah. So that's why we're going to add that one. Then again, set it to what you want. I like to show masks so that I can see exactly how much sharpness I'm adding to my character. You can unmask afterwards and then it'll just leave that crispness. So yeah, now we are going to copy our effects, and we are going to go ahead and move our character into position. So because we've already moved our background, we can now push our character back on the Z-axis as well. Try not to go too far or your character will go behind the picture. If you want her smaller, you can just size her down. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just sizing down, moving over, sizing down, moving back. Trying to make sure I don't excel where my picture is. Trying to make it look also a little natural if possible. Moving my character up because when you also, just so you know, you have to be careful when you place your where your little line is that tells you where you're moving in the video, because if you click media and you just add something randomly in there, it will in fact just add it at wherever your little line is. So this is me just making sure that the video looks good and fits to the piece of the song that I'm looking for. And now I'm moving my background to fit how far my video is so that there's no gaps or overlaps or anything like that. Now I'm watching it again just to make sure that it fits before we go ahead and add the next avatar in. So this is me now going to add the second girl. I promise you that the second video will be better. I feel like I might have a script and everything because this is a little wonky, but I feel like you're catching the drift. You're catching the gist. So I copy and paste my effects. If it's in the same clip and I'm using 2 avatars or 3 avatars, I'm just copy and pasting the effects, to be honest. I didn't really worry about that line with her because she's over to the side where you're not really going to see that even on the camera. So that wasn't really a concern. Now it's just properly putting her in her place so that she can dance the night away. That was corny, I'm sorry. The second one will be better, I promise. Another good old play to make sure everything fits up and that they are in sync. Honestly, this is the hardest part, making the dancers dance in sync when they're 2 separate videos. and making them end at the same time and not overlap. That's rough. Not gonna lie. But I cut everything but the music down so that it all fits. And you'll see that there's some gaps in this video later on, but you don't necessarily have to worry about that because we're going to go into CapCut later and we're going to use those gaps to make transitions. I was going to show you transitions on here, but that would have just been too hard anyway. Bye! Thank you! See you next time!